What's going on, guys? Brendan here with Gaming Redefined, and in this video what you're actually watching in the background is a little bit of gameplay from a game called Overwatch. I'm playing as a hero. Her name is Tracer. She's a lot of fun to play. Anyways, I got my hands on this game a week or so ago in the last open beta that they launched, and it was a lot of fun. And I've been meaning to make this video for a few weeks or so, about a month actually, just haven't got around to doing it. I kind of want to talk to you guys and explain a little bit what this game is, because I really think this game is going to be the next big thing, and I have a lot of expectations for it. So without further ado, let's go ahead and talk about Overwatch. Okay, so Overwatch was announced at BlizzCon in 2014, and it's a team-based first-person shooter. It takes a lot of elements from some different games. Now, the first thing that stuck out to me in this game was, or the thing I immediately thought was Team Fortress 2, and a lot of people are thinking this as well. It has a lot of elements from Team Fortress 2, which I definitely think is a great thing, because Team Fortress 2 was a great game. It had a really strong competitive scene back in the day. It still is a great game to this day. However, the player base just isn't quite there. It has really died out. Anyways, it's a great game, and I'm glad to see a game kind of taking what Team Fortress 2 did and switch it up a little bit. So I would say this game is really about 2 or 3 games into one. It's kind of like a hybrid. It has that old school feel of Quake. You know, it's kind of fast paced, and you have to actually pick up the health. You can't camp behind cover and regenerate that health. So it has that old school feel to it, and when it comes to Team Fortress 2, it picks up the class-based system from that. They call it heroes in Overwatch, but you know, they're pretty much the same thing. You have your own classes and heroes. Now, it also kind of has some MOBA elements as well. Some people disagree with this, but it has some elements from League of Legends, Dota, games like that, because you have these abilities which are on a cooldown. So you have to actually think about when you're going to use these abilities, because they're going to go on a cooldown for a few seconds. So like I said, it's a kind of like a hybrid between these few games, and it's a really awesome game. A lot of people are excited for it. So am I. So you have about 21 heroes in this game in total. Now, that's a crazy amount of heroes, and Blizzard says that they're going to be adding heroes in the game when it launches and stuff like that. So there are 4 subclasses with all of these heroes, and I say subclass, you can call it whatever you want to call it. But there's 4 subclasses. Okay, you have your attacker class, which is going to be your main offensive class for dealing lots of damage. You're not going to have a lot of health if you play one of these roles. They tend to be really high damage dealers, you know, to get in and get the job done and get out. That's pretty much it. Tracer is in the attack branch, and then you also have some defensive classes as well. You got Widowmaker. She is a sniper. It doesn't mean you can't use these classes on the offensive side. It's just saying their abilities pretty much suit the defensive role. Now, you also have a support role as well. Everyone knows what the support role is. You're probably going to have like a medic or something like that that allows to heal and, you know, regain energy to your allies, and you also can debuff enemies and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. Now, for the 4th role, you have a tank-like role. I'm sure anybody who has played League of Legends knows what a tank is. Pretty much this is a character that is going to soak up a lot of the damage on the front line and try to make the enemy team focus them and defend your allies, so that the damage dealer can go in and attack the opposing team and deal as much damage as possible. So those are all your heroes. Those are all the classes. There are a lot of different kinds of heroes, and it's going to be one of those situations where if you play a certain hero for 200 hours and you're going up against another person who's playing that same hero for, let's say, 50 hours, the person who has put 200 hours into that hero is going to play better. Just like League of Legends, you tend to pick 1 or 2 champions or heroes out of the categories. So you'll pick a couple ADCs, supports, and tank roles, and you'll focus in and try and get good with those instead of spreading all over the place and playing a bunch of different heroes. Now, it doesn't mean you can't play all the heroes. All the heroes are fun to play, but at a high level of play, like I said, it's going to be, that's how it's going to be. You know, it's going to really show who put the time and effort to learn how to use that hero in that specific situation. So as far as game modes go, you have a few different game modes. They are going to be adding more game modes, I believe, but if you look at League of Legends, they don't have a crazy amount of game modes either. I believe they have Dominion and the normal, Summoner's Rift, and that's pretty much it. So in Overwatch, you have your control points game mode, and pretty much all you gotta do is cap the control point, and then there's best out of 3 rounds, and then they have another variation of this where you cap the control point and it moves forward, and then you cap another control point, and I believe that's pretty much it. You win the game if you cap 2 control points. Obviously the defensive team needs to defend the control points and stop the opposing team from capping the points. Now you also have an escort game mode, and this is pretty much like Payload in Team Fortress 2. So pretty much you have an objective that is going to be moving on a track, and the attacking team has to be in a certain vicinity of this cart, and if there is an attacking member in that vicinity, then the cart will move, the objective will move. And the whole objective is for the enemy team is to stop that cart from getting to the final checkpoint, which will be the enemy base or something like that. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the game modes, but like I said, they will add more in the future, and I have great expectations for this game. I think it could be the next big esport, and I really hope that it does grow, and hopefully someday be as big as League of Legends and those esports. Anyways, I hope I helped you guys understand a little more what Overwatch actually is, and I hope you guys are excited for it, because I'm really excited for it. If you guys want to play with me, then feel free to add me on my battle.net account. My username is Bren for short, and if you like this video, please feel free and hit that like button for me. I would greatly appreciate it. If you enjoy these videos, feel free to subscribe. I'm going to be doing plenty of videos on Overwatch. I'm going to be doing hero guides, how-to videos, gameplay videos, stuff like that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and as always, this has been Brennan with Gaming Redefined. I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.